Hello my friends, welcome to my channel Korea-chan. The topic of the day is something that I always wanted to cover, so I'm pretty excited right now. Today, I'm gonna talk about how to find a Korean guy or Korean boyfriend. Thanks to the smart technology, now we are living in the world where we can connect anyone, anytime, anywhere. So I'm gonna tell you where Mr. Korean boyfriend can be found or what kind of Korean guys to avoid. So everyone, make sure to note down everything. Note down every information today. Korea is a country of nightlife, I will say. Everyone, a lot of Korean people love or enjoy clubbing, partying, and drinking. So there are a few places I want to recommend or popular for nightlife, such as Gangnam, Itaewon, and Hongdae. But today I want to personally recommend you to go to Hongdae to find your Korean boyfriend, just because Hongdae is my favorite place. So do you guys remember I said that Korea is the country of nightlife, right? So do not go to Hongdae before 10 p.m. if you want to find a Korean boyfriend, okay? So Hongdae is an area which is popular for shopping or restaurants and beautiful cafes or cute cafes, right? But when it gets darker, the real Hongdae wakes up, and people are gonna leave their house to try to take the last bus to go to Hongdae or grab a taxi. So everyone who are looking to have some fun are gathering Hongdae when it's dark. Let's say that you're in Hongdae after 10 p.m., right? So then you're gonna probably thinking that, oh, maybe I have to go to a club to find a Korean boyfriend, right? But my advice to you is to not go to the clubs to find a Korean boyfriend. Because of the clubs in Hongdae will be filled and packed with high testosterone monsters who are only looking for a one-night stand, if you know what I mean. I mean, if that's your goal, then please feel free to throw yourself into the dungeon of night kings, the clubs, right? I mean, these guys are not gonna even give you the chance of shaking your booty time, even the DJ plays your favorite song. These Korean guys will cast a skill called bubi. It's a really important word, bubi. So bubi is like a movement in the club that Korean people use to against girls. So for example, you're dancing in the club, right? Like that. Then the people always cast this skill, bubi. They're gonna approach to you always from behind and always from the darkness. And what they do is they're gonna just rub their pee area against your bums, and they're gonna just like rub it with your body. The fact is their move is really bad. So you're gonna be probably confused if this guy's trying to dance with me or he's gonna trying to ride me at the spot. So the conclusion of my words is do not go to the clubs if you want to look for a Korean boyfriend. In the club, there are so many dangerous people. Even if you find some guys very attractive or you think some guys are hot there in the clubs, they're gonna be maybe like looking for a one-night stand, okay? So I highly recommend you to go to the international bar. And first, if you go to the international bar, there will be some Korean people whose English isn't good enough. Already good enough to communicate, like my English, like they're not gonna have a problem when it comes to just having a conversation with you. So that at least you can take the shortcut to find a Korean guy who can speak English, who can have a communication with you. And the reason why I highly recommend the international bar is Korean people, especially Korean guys, are fascinated by the American style, i.e., talking with the strangers and becoming friends with them. So basically we do not talk to the strangers. So if we are drinking with Korean people, then we are gonna have the table, and it's a drinking area, right? So we are gonna have the table and we are gonna be just sitting with only our group, like the Korean group. We usually do not leave the table, or we almost 99% we don't talk to other people from the other table. But because Korean people watch a lot of American movies and we watch a lot of American TV series, TV shows, so we begin to think that wow, American style, talking with the strangers and they become friends with them, at the spot, at the bar, and we think that wow, this is so cool, So there are a lot of Korean people who also want to or try to make new friends at the bar, like America. We call that American style, okay? So I'm gonna give you some tips on how to pick up the right Korean guy at the international bar. And so this is very important, so I hope you guys to note down the information, okay? And I'm gonna say that there are two types of Korean guys at the international bar. And I'm gonna just call them veteran and newbie for making it easier for you guys. Veterans boast of numerous careers of international bar, such as 4 years international bar degrees, perfect attendance every Friday and every Sunday night, quick to pick up new girls, highly confident in self-promoting after a couple of drinks, equipped with thick skin, i.e. being able to flirt with each and every girl from a group after getting rejected from one by one. So you don't want to be stuck with those kind of Korean guys, I guarantee. But thanks to them, there are some chance of meeting the Mr. Right Korean guys. So the veterans, these guys never come to the bar alone. So they usually bring their friends who are not as experienced as they are to the international bar in Korea. You know why? There are a few reasons why they bring their friends. The veterans will use them to look cool. They think it's easy for them to stand out, to show off friends that they are the best global dude. So who are the type of newbie friends? The newbies will be those people who want to make a new or foreign friends and interested in American style. I told you before that we watch a lot of American movies and we watch a lot of American TV series, right? So from there, these people begin to develop the idea that, oh, this is so cool, going to the bar alone and making, talking to the strangers and making friends with them, becoming friends with them. So those people are called the newbies. Okay, so you guys have to put more consideration to these guys. And the second type of newbie is those people who always wanted to come to the international bar. So they knew about the international bar, they can, there is a bar that they can go and there will be a lot of foreigners, people are becoming friends with each other. So they always wanted to come here, but they were like scared to come here alone, or they didn't know which of their friends who usually come to the international bar, right? So they didn't have a right friend to come to the international bar together. And the number 3 is the people who want to speak English to improve their English. And number 4 is those people who want to hook up with the foreign woman. Anyway, the newbies are the great target you can consider when it comes to making Korean boyfriend or just meeting Korean guys. So I'm gonna give you some tips on how to talk with the newbies, the Korean newbies. You can also let the veteran to come to your table and talk with your group, because after some time, the veterans will bring their friends, which are newbies, and they're gonna also encourage the newbies to talk with them, help them to join the communication together. And in this situation, newbies are usually feeling way more confident or way more comfortable because their friend is already, they think that, oh, my veteran friend is already, taking this moment. So, it's like a synergy effect. However, in this kind of situation, the newbies' friends, they sometimes act so weird because they see how their veteran friends are doing and they also want to look so cool, they want to look so natural, so they kind of act weird a little bit. They're making a lot of beginners mistake. But the second tip on how to find the good Korean guys is very important. It's a golden information, okay? And these guys are super nice and so kind. So after meeting with them, after spending time with them, you guys with them, you will probably looking to have the second meeting with them because all these guys are so cool and so nice and actually really kind. So when you guys come to the international bar, all you see is everyone talking with everyone, having a good time. Everyone looks like they're having a good time. But if you pay attention to the details, like tables in the corner, from the corner, or some tables, there are gonna be some guy or a couple of guys who are just sitting at the table alone, but they don't look like they are having a good time, right? So these people are the newbies and greater target that you have to consider. So how do we track them? So these guys tend to look around the bar. You know, they tend to look around the bar, but not the supervisor looking around the bar, but it's a little bit more like something more like a 10 months old baby looking out the window from a car, you know, kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like it's gonna be like not this like a starving Korean dude looking like that, but it's gonna be something like I'm taking a beer and then something like that, you know. These are the targets that you're gonna consider. And also they also tend to watch the TV screen that shows like a stupid meaningless footage, you know, where sometimes the TV, let's say that the TV plays a UFC, you know, UFC game, and they're like only watching the UFC game and, you know, sipping a beer as if they come to the bar only to watch the UFC game, you know. So these kind of guys, you might want to consider walking towards them and, you know, talking with them, because these guys are the nice ones. So how do we do that? So you're gonna give us some of your eye contact with them, you know, like maybe a couple of eye contact, and they're gonna think, oh my god, this girl is looking at me every time when I look at her. Oh my god, what should I do? What should I do? And, you know, after 5 minutes, they're gonna think of 37 ways of how to talk to you, you know, like, oh, what should I do? Should I say hi? Should I shake with my right hand? No, it's American style. Should I give a hug? Or no, should I give a kiss on her cheeks? What if she's a European, you know, European style? Things like that. So in 5 minutes, he's gonna be so busy. The brain will be so busy thinking about how to say hi to you. But at the end, they're not gonna say hi to you or walk towards you. So you are the one who should make a movement first movement. And then you're gonna just walk to them with a smile, you know, kind and smiley smile, not the scary smile, like, not the smile like, oh, okay, yo, cute Korean boys, I'm gonna eat you, or tonight. Not that kind of a smile, but, you know, kind smile. Just go walk there and say hello. They're gonna be super nice and super kind to you. They're gonna also offer buying you drinks because, you know, they want to look nice. In the beginning, maybe you're gonna also think that they are kind of a shy boy or introverted boys, because, you know, they're sitting in the table alone and just drinking beer, you know, not having fun as other people do. But it's not that they're shy or introverted, but because it's their first time, or like, you know, maybe a couple of times only they came to the international bar, so they don't know what to do, they don't know how to talk to the strangers, yeah, even though they're not shy, right? Because it's their first time, so they're just watching other people how they do, and they're really like inside their heart, oh, I also want to go to the strangers and talk, and I want to become friends with them, you know. It's not that they don't want to make friends, it's not that they came to the bar to only watch the UFC game. Okay, so if you find those kind of guys, remember that those are the newbie and the golden target that you want to consider. So you have to walk to them and with a great smile or a kind smile, and you're gonna say, so, hello, how are you? You know, what's your name? You can ask their name. They're gonna give you back a really good time. You know, you can become really good friends, or you know, there's a possibility that you guys can become couple, international couple. So alright, so everyone, this is the video that I have prepared for today, and I hope this was a little bit insightful or informative for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you liked it, then please smash the like button and write a comment, and the next time maybe I can teach you how to find the Korean boy, not from the nightlife, but from other way, you know, during the day. And if you guys want to watch it, then let me know. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye. See you in the next video.